You've probably seen on your social media feed people, primarily Black folks, dancing cowboy gear clad with fans in their hands, talking about boots on the ground. Well, what if I told you that this song and dance crave is not just for entertainment purposes, but that there's also a deeply hidden, embedded message underneath the dance steps?
Welcome to Want More with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay. Your host, Dr. Talia Moore, is a college professor who created this space to discuss and facilitate transformation in learning. Each week, we'll bring you dynamic leaders and change makers and discuss systems, practices, policies, and people that intersect and impact justice as we know it. And now, your host, Dr. Talia Moore.
What appears to be the summer's latest dance crave and sensation is actually a little bit deeper and has an embedded coded message that everyone may not be picking up on. Well, as a criminologist with nearly 2 decades of experience in law enforcement and community corrections, and as an educator of diverse populations, but more so as a Black person and woman and member of the 99th percentile, this information and material truly resonates with me. Welcome to Want More with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay, where we bring you stories and insights from the intersection of justice and society. My name is Dr. Talia Moore, and I am your host. Picture this social media 2025. And everything that is hitting the feeds is boots on the ground, synchronized dance steps, movements, and fans included. You've probably seen this on your TikTok, Instagram, and all the other social media feeds as well. And so while many people are just scrolling by thinking that this is, again, just another dance trend, there's a little bit more than what meets the eye. I know you must be thinking, and I've heard the comments too. How is it that Black people are out here dancing, fanning, cowboying it, all while the world is in ruins and literally falling apart right before our eyes? This isn't just about dancing and having a good time while Rome burns around us. There's actually something else that is happening in these steps. It's about resistance and rest. Well, first, let me break down the title, Boots on the Ground. Right? Pretty catchy, I must say. But really, the terminology is reminiscent of military stance. And so, while there's beats infused and rhythm and all the things that are happening, there's also something else that is happening and taking place in the background. There's a level of unification, there's a level of synchronization, and included into these movements. In addition, really, the overarching message here isn't just about having fun and dancing, but also taking a collective rest, being exposed to the collective trauma that we encounter daily as a result of our news and our social media feeds and seeing all of these things that are happening in the world around us. The song Boots on the Ground and the dance itself is really a signal and unifying call to rest. When we think of activism and social justice and really being a part of the change making process, one thing that we don't think about in our collective activism is really the need to rest. So think about this boots on the ground and take this as a charge, not just to get up and do a mean two-step, but also an opportunity to sit down, collect your thoughts, gather yourselves, get information, and get ready for the next journey and hurdle ahead. And the fans themselves, not just a means of cooling off, even though that's definitely part of the call, but also they symbolize resistance. They've been used historically over centuries in different ways. And our level of resistance is how we are incorporating the fan at this point. For years, we've been told that good activism and collectivism is all about marching, protesting, fighting the system, bucking the system. But we very rarely hear about the need to rest and recuperate, the need to rest to realign our collective objectives, the need to rest and unify to synchronize our steps and making our next move our best move. And really, this boots on the ground is a call to do all of those things. Rest is not just about sitting by idly watching things go by, but rest is about restoration. Rest is unification. Rest is calculating your next move. And so that's playing the long game, if you will, a strategic movement and activity that is in alignment with any levels of resistance to the system that may exist. It's a necessary component and one that oftentimes goes unrecognized, undiscussed, and unfortunately doesn't happen enough for people, especially people who have continually been exposed to trauma after trauma, heartache and hurdle after another. And so, again, as we don our fans and get our cowboy gear together and step together in this mean two step that we have in the boots on the ground, let us not forget that it's really important for us to collectively rest, gather our thoughts, recalibrate, and recharge for the next mission that is inevitably ahead of us. All right, so everybody, boots on the ground, fans in your hand. Let's get it together. As a member of the Black community, as a woman, part of the 99 percentile, I too am tired. And so for me, bringing this information, having these conversations, and really just getting the thoughts going as the movement continues is really important to reflect on where we are as a people collectively, where we aspire to be, and what steps, literally and figuratively, we're going to take to get there. Now, I do want to say this is not new. The Black community has historically used dance and music and rhythms to not only entertain ourselves, but to also embed and encode messages. Think about the Underground Railroad, think about people corn rolling people's hair and getting information out there, or just simply passing information in song. So, again, the movements themselves really are a reflection of qualities that are already utilized and have historically been utilized within the culture. So the next time you see those videos, I want you to look a little bit deeper because these folks are demonstrating unity through synchronized movement, preparedness through formation, strategic thinking through coded messaging, sustainability through rest, and joy as resistance. Now, if you found what was discussed informative, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, and even leave a comment. And know that you can always reach me if you wanted to do a private consult or to discuss this material further. Until next time, educate, empower, and enact the changes you want to see. Want more?
Want more with Dr. Moore, the criminologist of the Bay? Follow us on Facebook at Want More, Instagram at Want More Dr. Moore, and on TikTok at Want More with Dr. Moore for more information. Be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe.